Hi, this is Dylan, and this is our final project for CS411 Spring 2019. So for our project, what we were trying to do is provide an easier way for those who maintain basically the back end of the HTTPS Everywhere web extension, web browser extension. So what HTTPS Everywhere does is it makes browsing the web safer by upgrading requests that normally would be made via HTTP or some other unsecure method, and upgrades those rule sets to HTTPS or something more secure, such that the data is secure over those requests. And this repository, this web browser rather, is it's maintained by people who update rule sets, and these rule sets essentially tell the web browser to make those secure upgrades. There's tons and tons of rule sets that you can view. There's a GitHub repository for this very browser extension. But what our job was, we were trying to make it easier to not only view the rule sets using this search functionality, but also for maintainers to submit new pull requests to add new links to their repository of rule sets for the web browser extension. So let's just go ahead and demo here the search functionality first. So let's take illinois.edu as an example. So when you search in any sort of link or a domain name that you think there may or may not be a rule set for, our web app will return a list of all rule sets present in the repository for HTTPS Everywhere that match your inserted expression. So let's take a look at the first link, uillinois.edu. So there's a lot of different characteristics of actual rule set. We're not going to too much detail right now, but essentially the most important part's the rule set name. So that's the most important part's the domain. The file name, which is how you'll actually view it in the repository. This is the file name it was given. You'll get a bunch of targets that all these targets will be domain names that fall under this rule set and are candidates for a link upgrade or domain upgrade. You'll also get a bunch of rules. So a lot of the rule sets you'll see will have this sort of common rule, which is just saying upgrade HTTP to HTTPS when you make that request. And you can also see various other features. And at the bottom, you'll actually be able to see the current XML that's present in the HTTPS Everywhere repository. So this is the main functionality, or the primary functionality of our web app, is just viewing all the rule sets that are currently present in that repository. But the second main functionality is that we want to allow users to more easily make new pull requests to add rule sets to that repository. So I'm going to press this link, sign in with GitHub. Now I'm already signed in, that's why you don't see a redirect or anything. So we're going to go straight to the submit new pull request web page. And then now these are just kind of boilerplates. So I'm going to fill in a rule set or a domain name that I want to submit a rule set for. So I can just follow the example. If I do awesome rule set, this is just the name. Now I need an appropriate file name. These rule sets normally come in XML files, so I'm going to specify the file name. Mixed content just basically talks about whether all browsers will recognize this upgrade, essentially. Targets we've already discussed, so I'll just, for an example, I'll add a target, so target.com, and I'll say a comment, so this will actually go in the XML file as a comment. So I'll say defining target.com. And we'll skip all this other stuff, but we'll press submit new pull request, and because I'm already signed into GitHub, a couple steps will happen. So first I'll fork our backend will fork the repository. It will add in this, it'll add in the XML file to your fork of the repository. Given these fields, it will render it into a valid XML file. And then it will actually commit, and then it'll make a pull request to the upstream repository, which ultimately is the actual repository of HTTPS Everywhere, and then the maintainers of that repository can merge in the appropriate changes. So let's just take a quick look. I've already forked it, so we're going to go into our fork. I'm d-rollback7, and then you'll see that the latest commit was 38 seconds ago. That was right when I pressed the submit pull request button. And as you'll see, this rule set has been correctly rendered in XML with the comment that I specified and the target host. Now this is the exact format we want. So we actually made the pull request pressing that button as well. So let's go to the upstream repository. Let's go to branches, and as we'll see in pull request, 1 minute ago, a new pull request was opened for the rule set that I wanted to propose. So now, as a maintainer, Bershansky would go in and they would either choose to merge that pull request or not. So that's our web app. We look forward to speaking more with you in the in-person demo. Thanks for watching.